Yo, what up YouTube? It's Taylor and I'm back with another video. It's another topics around word vomit. It's another Today's topic is again mental health, but the video is going to be more about how we got to the crisis we're in today and the different reasons that kind of led up to it and the problems that we're facing. Stick around if you want to find out more. Let's get into the video. First thing we're going to talk about is the things that led us to the mental health crisis or epidemic we're in today. So one of the first things that really stuck out is the stigma behind it and kind of the history of mental health itself and the developing stigmas. Like I said in my previous video, the history of mental health had a lot to do with the impact and the issues that we're struggling with around the stigmas with it today. Stigma is a big issue because it makes people feel as if they can't come forward and ask for help when they really need it. So then they just keep falling deeper and deeper into their illness because people might think, oh, people think of me differently if they find out I have a mental illness, or if I get help for a mental illness, then I'm going to be treated differently. So a lot of issues with that are a lot of the reasons why people haven't gotten help. So there was just kind of a rising in the stigma and people wouldn't get help. The second issue from our history that really led up to the crisis of mental health today was the removal of the psychiatric hospitals in the 1950s and 60s. This caused a serious issue because the people who were in there and getting the help they needed were just cut and kind of left with no help at all and had to fend for themselves. And then those who maybe didn't come forward yet with a mental illness or hadn't gotten help yet were just kind of left with nothing because then they couldn't even reach out to get help. So they just kind of never got better because they didn't have the medical help they needed. The third issue from the past that really made an impact on our mental health crisis now is the lack of medical assistance that there was. So after the 1950s and 60s and psychiatric hospitals were shut down, there was just so much stigma around the patients who were in the mental health facilities getting the help. So then it made a stigma for people when the opportunity came back for mental health to get reinstated and more people to get help again. Then people didn't want to get help because of the stigma faced around it. So then there wasn't much need for medical assistance because a lot of people weren't coming forward and asking for the help they needed. So those are all the things that I have researched and really gathered together that I think have made a really big impact in the change in mental health and the reasons that we've gotten to the crisis issue we are at today. So I hope you guys enjoyed and maybe learned a little bit. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comments below. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend. Bye.